What do you think of shaving, huh? Yeah, shaving is good. Morning, my friends, and welcome to Rich's Shave Den, and I'm your host, Rich. Today's shave, I've got things all out of order here. I'm all out of whack. Today's shave is brought to you by CBL's Harvest Oud. This is a soap that doesn't get enough love because, well, I don't know. I have too many of them in there, I think. I'll be following it up with Alpa's Fougere. If for no other reason as it happened to be handy. Today's instrument will be my Kikuboshi. It's a shoulderless razor. I just got it off the stones, and in the event of a complete meltdown, I still have yesterday's Slim here idling on the tarmac, ready to go. So let's load this thing. This soap loads real easy. It's been sitting a while, so you can tell it's been wanting love, and so it's calling out to me. And today is an experiment. This is going to be frosted Harvest Oud. My experiments with cooling agents, what I've found here just within the last, I've been working on it for a week or two, that Coolada hasn't been very effective. And it doesn't really matter how much I put in there, but boy, this what is this stuff? WS-23. That stuff is the shiznit, boy. You put a little bit of that in there, and it will flat cool you. So we'll see what a cold beer feels like. I like the fragrance of this stuff. I like the performance of this stuff. Its problem is its position was stacked right underneath the beer one, the other very similar fragrance. So naturally I grabbed that one first because, ooh, I see that one, I'm gonna grab it. So put the lid on here. See how this been kind of hitting the stones here lately. I've been trying to hone 2 or 3 razors a day. Spend about half an hour to 45 minutes per unit, and then stropping the bejeebers out of them. I put a little bit of spray, diamond spray on the one side of my fire hose in the hopes that it might help polish it up a little bit. This is 0.25 microns, or 100,000 mesh. It's real fine, so I'm hoping that it just polishes the bevel and doesn't try to add any more sharpness, because by the time they get to my stropping, they're pretty close to where I want them to be. I have a few razors that I'm going to have to start over again. I was looking at a couple of instructional videos on YouTube and how to identify a warped blade. And I have a couple of razors that are just wicked sharp, and they do hanging hairs like nobody's business, but they don't shave worth darn. And I laid it on a piece of marble that I used to for a flat surface, and they're just as crooked as a dog's leg. Just they need a little unwarping done. So we'll get that taken care of, and then I'll probably be in pretty good shape. That was the problem with what I call a nemesis razor that I had a long time ago. I had trouble getting it to work, and I shipped it off to farm it off, and it did eventually came along, but I think it's just from sheer determination we managed to get it to go. So it looks like we got some pretty good lather going here. Roasted oatmeal stout, that's the name of the other soap that I really love. Let me get some more water on my face and rub back. Get my sebum flowing here. Okay, let's see what we got. This is another shave, doing 3 in a row. I'll probably do a few more with this fan-shaped knot on the sterling, just to kind of let it see some heavy action to kind of help break it in. It's already softening up real well, and it's blooming out. When I first got it out of the box, it was just like a little tight, and now it's really really flowering out. It's not losing any hairs either. That'll make Dave happy. Okay. Going to the hospital tomorrow for my shoulder thing. They say it's only going to take about 15 minutes. So I'm hoping that it's not 15 minutes and then I'm going to be laid up for weeks and weeks. I was on eBay or on YouTube looking up films, and all I could find really were people filming the operation in Pakistan and India and whatnot. I found a couple of them, instructional videos, and it didn't look too terrible bad, so I guess my fear is somewhat assuaged, but still, I don't like pain. I'm allergic to it. It hurts. Oh, we got her. This one. Nailed this one good. This was solid J-net. I very often put a slight slurry on a caudicle. And count my strokes, start with 20, and then put a little water, and then do 15 and then 10 and 5. Or sometimes count down my strokes to once one per side. You know what I mean? This time I used the J-Nat. I don't know what kind of stone it is. I don't remember. I got it in a piff a long time ago. I'm sure I've got it written down somewhere what kind of stone it is. But the little slurry stone, I have no idea what it is. I think it's a manufactured stone. But it seems to do a pretty good job. You take that and then you run it across a fire hose 100 times and then the leather, you're bound to come up with something good. I'm glad to see some more friends from YouTube coming around, being curious to seeing what we're up to, showing up and saying hi on our boards. That's nice to see. I gotta think per number we have 160, 170 members. So we've got a pretty high percentage of people who vlog, and that's a presence out there. Let me rinse this off, my brother. Yeah, WS-23 is doing its job. I'm getting a nice, cool not roasted oatmeal, Harvest Oud. It's kind of nice. I don't dislike menthol. It's just I was just curious as to how this stuff works, and it's being kind of a neat experiment. This knife has got a little bit of a French point on it, or Spanish point, I guess. That I just took care of, but it kind of acted like it wanted to take a little bite out of me. I'd like to be able to stretch my skin over here, but my arm doesn't go up over the top right now. We are for certain making good strides though with my being able to use straights. Let's rinse this off, feel myself up here and see how we're doing. You know, we're pretty much in DFS land right now. There's little spots right here. And my hair goes in all different directions here, so we'll see how this goes. I hadn't planned on doing a full shave with this, but I figure this is my last chance for a few days. I may end up having to use an electric razor for going down to Mr. Hickman and have him shave me. That's not all in itself a bad idea. I'd take somebody with me to film it or record it. I think it'd be kind of neat. Mr. Hickman's my barber. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Well, my boys, I think we've arrived. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more off. This is one of my more favorite razors. It takes an edge like nobody's business. And it showed it today, boy. It took it right down. I'd say we're probably at DFS plus. It's going to dry down to a VBS. I'm going to clean my stuff up and I'll be right back. I got a darn fine shave. I'd say bordering on baby butt smooth. I'd say a DFS plus. Today's shave was facilitated by CBL's Harvest Oud. Did an entire shave this time. It was the first time in a long time. With Kikuboshi is a Japanese razor with no shoulder. I followed it up with the Alpa Fougere. Says it's an eau de cologne, but it's too darned weak for that. It's a pretty good aftershave though. And we had another break-in use with the Sterling fan. Look how big that thing is getting. It's really starting to flare out nice. Thank you so much for coming to visit me, and look forward to seeing you next time. And like I say, there's lots of us there on the Shaving Cadre, and there's lots of us on YouTube too. Just have a look. There's all kinds of information out there. We hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.